Hello, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Today we're watching more Game of Thrones, of course. Let's talk about last episode. There was a lot that happened. It was very fun. First things first, we have Arya, who has, gotten to the House of Black and White. She's figuring out what her role is here, and it's very interesting to me because I was definitely expecting kind of like more of like assassin school. Like, I don't know, I was expecting something different for sure. And so it's very interesting, but I don't dislike it. It's more of like trying to figure out the dynamic here. And I think from what I'm getting is we really need Arya to kind of like break down everything before she can be rebuilt. And I think that's kind of like the goal we're going for here. So I think that's really fun, but I don't think it's gonna happen. And I think Arya keeping her sword and hiding it away is like the biggest sign to me that Arya is never truly going to like forget everything Arya. And so that's very interesting to me. And I think the sword in a lot of ways represents like her family. And I think she's never going to like let go of her family or just like, forget about that. I think that's something she's always going to hold on to and always something she's going to hold dear. And so when we're in this, environment where she's supposed to break down and like truly become like nothing, I don't think she's gonna actually do that. So that's very interesting to me, and I'm very eager to see where this goes, because a part of me is wondering if Jaqen and the rest of them know that she kept the sword, because they seem to know quite a bit, and I'm like, okay, do we know that she kept the sword? So that's very interesting, and I do see, like, I don't think Arya is gonna fully be able to, like, embrace this no one role because of that sword that she kept. So that's very interesting, and I also feel like she's never gonna get rid of that list. I'm telling y'all. So that's also another one to me where I'm like, I think she's gonna play up this no one role and then kind of like swindle them a little bit. She's still gonna hold on to a little bit of Arya, so that's very interesting to me. Or maybe we're gonna fail this and it's not gonna go good. So we're gonna see what happens, but I'm excited for it. We also have Tommen and Marjorie, who got married last episode, which, y'all, we've been getting married so fast, it's insane. But y'all, the Tommen and Marjorie scenario is so interesting to me. I don't know, it makes me kind of uncomfy a little bit, just because Tommen is so young. And then a part of me is like, okay, it's medieval fantasy times, like they were getting married very young anyways. Like, this wasn't anything new for medieval times. I know in like genuine medieval times, like 12, 13-year-old girls were getting married to like grown men, so like that's not new for medieval times. It's just weird. Like, it's weird to see on the screen. Like, I'm just like, ugh. And the whole, like, after they consummated, I was just, like, so uncomfortable the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a child. So it's weird to me, but I'm also, like, just, like, trying to get over that. But we did see Marjorie kind of like putting the seed in in Tommen's head of getting rid of Cersei. And that was very interesting to me because we know that Marjorie doesn't like Cersei doesn't like Marjorie, and so that's a whole messy thing right now. And so we see Marjorie like planting the seed of like, oh, your mom would be so much happier at Castle Rock. Like, she's not happy here, like she's trying to get into this game, right? And Tommen goes straight to Cersei and is like, hey, you want to go to Castle Rock? And Cersei sees right through that because Cersei's been playing these games for years. So I think it's very interesting, and I honestly am not sure if Marjorie's gonna be able to keep up with Cersei. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't think she's gonna be able to keep up with Cersei. I think Cersei has been in this court for a lot longer than Marjorie, and I don't think it's gonna go well. And I think Cersei is gonna come out on top of this, but we'll have to see. It would be a fun surprise if Marjorie came out on top instead, but I would honestly be very shocked if Marjorie won this little girl fight we have. So it's very interesting to me, and I think Marjorie also needs to be careful. And I'm happy for her. I'm happy she's getting her little shots in where she can, her little digs in where she can. But I also don't think she realizes who she's messing with. We're talking about Cersei Lannister, and she's not as crafty as Tywin, she's not as crafty as Tyrion, but she's still pretty crafty. And so I think Marjorie needs to be careful, because we have little digs at her. Oh, do I call you mother? Oh, like what do I address you as? Like talking about how her son was treating her in the bedroom. Like, weird behavior, Marjorie. Weird, right? And I'm like, okay, Marjorie, get your digs in while you can, but you better have a plan. And I'm wondering if maybe this is potentially like a trap for Cersei. Like, maybe Marjorie is way craftier than I'm giving her credit for, and she's kind of setting a trap for Cersei to fall into. Or if this is genuinely all she's got. And if this is all she's got, buckle up, babes, because I feel like Cersei's about to hit you full force. So I'm definitely interested to see this girl drama right now because it's so fun seeing what Cersei crafts up. And we definitely know Cersei is crafting something up because she went to the High Sparrow. That's the dude's name. She went to the High Sparrow. And so I think that has something to do with Marjorie. I think she's crafting something up with Marjorie right now when it comes to this little like religious group. I don't know what she's planning, but it definitely has to concern Marjorie because we had that whole like Castle Rock conversation and then the whole like dig at brunch conversation. And then right after that, Cersei went to the High Sparrow. So I feel like she's crafting something up with Marjorie. And Marjorie, you better be prepared, babes, because I think Cersei knows what she's doing. And if you're gonna spit on Cersei, you better be prepared for whatever she throws back at you. So we'll see what happens, but y'all know I like my girl Cersei. Y'all know. So I'm really eager to see what happens with this. But we also have Theon in Winterfell, and y'all, this actor is amazing because every time I see him on the screen, like I feel like I can kind of tell what he's thinking. There's sometimes where it's really hard, especially that whole like Ramsay scene with the knife and like shaving him. But when we get to Winterfell and we have shots with Theon, it's like so impactful. He doesn't say a word. It's insane. Like he doesn't say a word and he just has this look on his face and I feel like I know exactly what he's thinking. Like it's such good acting. I love it. And so Theon is in Winterfell and he's definitely having a hard time. We're seeing that I think a lot of things are reminding him of past mistakes or a lot of things are reminding him of home. And just kind of like how he got to where he is right now. And he definitely looks like he's going through it. And so I'm very interested to see what happens with Theon because I feel like we're seeing a shift in Theon right now. And I know at the Dreadfort we had a lot of like very, subservient, quiet Theon, just, fully broken, doing whatever he was told to do. But now in Winterfell, we're noticing a lot more of his character kind of peeking through. And we saw it with like the 2 dead bodies. We saw it when Sansa walked by. There was a conversation with Ramsay and Bolton where it looks like Theon's potentially eavesdropping. So I'm wondering what's going to happen with Theon's character. But a tiny part of me that might be a little delusional is kind of hoping that Theon might be able to break out of this mold a little bit and help Sansa. So I'm in a spot where I'm like, Theon's getting these looks on his face and I really, really, really hope that turns into something I want, but I'm not sure. And on top of that, I don't even know if Sansa would even want to have a conversation with Theon after everything he's done. So, but I am keeping an eye on Theon. I feel like we're getting a shift in him right now and his acting is so good, y'all. We also have Bolton, who's struggling with the Northmen right now, which I love. Good job, Northmen. We know they're loyal. We know they're kind of like no nonsense. So I'm not surprised that they're like, F you, Bolton. But it's also very interesting that we have Ramsay, who is approaching this with a very, closed fist. Like he's like, oh, you're gonna respect us and you're gonna bow to us type of thing, or we're gonna kill you. And Bolton told him to stop doing that. He was like, hey, you're gonna kill all the Northmen and I need them. So it's very interesting. We're seeing Bolton kind of have a power struggle right now because we have the North not really respecting or responding to him. What did you think was going to happen, buddy? And then on top of that, we have Tywin, who was his main backer, gone. So I don't think it's looking good for the Boltons. And then we also have Stannis looking at the Boltons right now. So Boltons, your time's running up, honey. And I'm really excited about it. We also have Sansa, who's now with the Boltons. I'm very conflicted on it. I am. I think a big part of me is like I have to remember that I have a bigger perspective of Littlefinger than Sansa does. And so there's times when I'm like, Sansa, how could you fall for this? But another part of me is like, you know what? Like I see more of Littlefinger than Sansa does, and Sansa's being perfectly manipulated by Littlefinger to where she's not really expecting it. And he framed it so well in a mindset of like, oh, we're doing it for your family. And like, that's just insane to me. And on top of that, like I really want to know Sansa's mindset in this. Like, does she think that Littlefinger is potentially plotting something with the Boltons to like maybe kill them after she marries Ramsay or something? Like, I'm wondering what she thinks Littlefinger is plotting. Because to me, I know damn well Littlefinger is not plotting a single thing regarding Sansa. Like, he is gonna let her get married and that's that. So I'm kind of very anxious on it, and I'm also like, okay, Sansa, do we have a plan B in case Littlefinger doesn't come through? So this is one of those moments where I wish I was in Sansa's head, y'all, because I'm like, girl, what are our thoughts right now? Because I also she's not a killer, and I don't see her ever taking matters into her own hands. So if Littlefinger falls through on the whole vengeance with your family plot, what are we gonna do, babes? And then that brings me full circle with Brienne and Pod. So we have Brienne and Pod kind of in the backgrounds right now, and we also know Littlefinger's plot and whatever. This could be our plan B. Hear me out, y'all. Brienne and Pod could be our plan B. And so we know they're in the backgrounds. We know they had to kind of take the long way because they couldn't go through Moat Cailin. So they're on their way to Winterfell, I'm assuming. And I'm really hoping that Brienne can kill Ramsay for Sansa. And that would make our lives so much easier. So I know the Brienne and Pod thing is going to turn into something because we're focusing on them so much. They're right behind Sansa, you know, that's going to definitely turn into something. I'm just more of like, okay, what is it going to turn into? And I'm really hoping it's going to turn into her killing Ramsay, because that would be so good. We also have Renly and Brienne, that whole story that Brienne told us, that was really good. And I really liked hearing more of it because we never really knew like why Brienne was so loyal to Renly, and we never really got like any context on that. And then we got context on it last episode. It was so good. And that was such a precious scene and I really liked it. So W Renly, we miss you, King. But yeah, that was a really fun combo and I really liked that. We also have Ollie, who is Jon's like squire right now. It's not like an official squire. I can't remember the like actual term for it, but it's a lot like what Jon was to the Lord Commander Mormont. So he's kind of training Ollie up and like showing Ollie, you know, the way things are done. I think that's really cute. I think Ollie's a cutie. But I've also been noticing anytime wildlings are brought up and Ollie is in the room, we're getting a little side eye from Ollie. And that's making me think, and I think for sure Ollie definitely doesn't like the wildlings. I mean, after everything he's been through, he watched his whole like village get slaughtered by wildlings, including his parents. So it does make sense to me that Ollie has, you know, kind of a hate streak for the wildlings. And I think that's where a lot of these little side eyes are coming in. So I think the whole Ollie being Jon's like squire type of thing, I think that's going to be a very interesting dynamic when the wildlings are brought up. And I'm hoping maybe Jon can have a conversation with him. We can kind of just hash it out. But at the end of the day, I don't know how well that convo is going to go, because from Ollie's perspective, he's kind of valid for hating the wildlings. So I think it's very interesting, and I'm interested to see what happens with that, because we're definitely getting little looks from Ollie, and we know Jon is a lot more sympathetic towards the wildlings. So interesting. We have Stannis, who wants Jon to help him with the Winterfell scenario. And I'm very conflicted on that. We had a whole conversation with Davos, which I thought was really good. But I'm very conflicted on it because I think Jon is Lord Commander right now. We already have guys testing us, Janos. And I think right now Jon needs to focus on the wall. I'm not gonna lie. And I know every part of him is probably like really wanting to go to Winterfell and take it back from the Boltons. But like once we take Winterfell, who do we plan on putting in its stead? Stannis? And so I'm kind of in a spot where I'm like, I don't think Jon knows that Sansa is there. I think if he knew that Sansa was there, he might be a little more on board. But a part of me is like, Jon, you're Lord Commander. Your job right now is the wall, you know? And that's where it's really hard, is I know like Jon's heart is probably telling him like, let's go take back Winterfell. Let's do this for my home. But his honor and his duty and his vows require him to put the wall first. And so I think right now Jon should stay put, and Jon should stay at the wall, work on building up more men, building up more resources, preparing for winter. And yeah, so I don't know, I'm very conflicted on it. I wouldn't be mad at Jon if he went to Winterfell. I just don't think that's his calling right now. You know what I mean? So I think that's very interesting. We also have, you know, Stannis still trying to figure out. I think Stannis is leaving soon too, because Jon had said like, hey, how long you want to stay here, because we're running out of food. So that's very interesting. And Stannis gave Jon the wildlings, and he was like, they're yours. So Jon has to figure out what to do with the wildlings now. It's going to be very interesting, especially because we have this whole wildling debate already at the wall of like, people like them, people don't like them. So that's going to be very interesting to see. We have the whole Janos and Mosador situation. And I wanted to chat about this because somebody had mentioned it on the Patreon, and I thought it was a really good take to talk about. So we have kind of a direct foil with Dany and with Jon right now, and I think that's really interesting. And I think it was the episode before the last one that Dany had cut off Mosador's head, and I was like, ooh, I don't think we should have done that. And then the episode after that was Jon cutting off Janos's head, and I was like, good job. So I wanted to chat on that because I think there's a very big foil there, but also I think they're two opposite scenarios. And so I wanted to tell you all my thoughts on that because I don't want you to think I'm like a hypocrite or something. So here's my thoughts on it. So I think Westeros law, I think, has been around forever. You know, we know the wall is very strict. I think from episode 1, it was very clear to the audience of like, hey, the wall is very strict. The rules are rules. If you break the rules, your head's getting cut off. You know, so I think at the wall especially, they're very strict with their rules. They're very strict with like following commands and, you know, not abandoning your watch and whatever. So I think that's very interesting that we have someone like Janos who comes in and tries to test the boundaries, and then Jon's like, okay, off with your head then, you know, like you're breaking a direct rule. And I don't even think that's a debate. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think the wall is so strict and this rule has been around for so long that it's your job as the Lord Commander to follow through on broken rules, you know. And Janos had directly denied an order, had directly said like, F you, Jon, I'm not doing it. So in that case, Janos, you signed your own death warrant, buddy. And on top of that, Janos is creating a lot of discontent. He's creating a lot of problems. And that's something Jon doesn't need right now. But it's the simple fact to me of like, he broke the law. You know, he broke the law. The law's been around forever. You gotta go, buddy. So I was actually pretty proud of Jon. He did what he needed to do. And I also think that's exactly what Ned would have done in that scenario. And so I think a lot of times I base the Stark children off of choices of like what Ned or Cat would make. And I think that's something Ned would have done. And we saw Ned doing that episode 1. So I think that's very interesting and like a good choice. Then we go over to Meereen. And that's where it gets tricky. So Meereen is very difficult because Dany is trying to incorporate Westeros law, but it's not Westeros. And so this is where it gets really hard, is we have these cities that were kind of built up from slave cities. Like they've been slave cities for, I'm imagining, hundreds of years. And we're coming in and we're abolishing that slavery. But unfortunately, it's not just as easy as being like, you're not slaves anymore, and then that's that. We have to now rebuild an entire new society. It's very rocky, it's very difficult, it's not an easy thing to do. And so when we have 3 different cities that we're doing this for, it's a lot. And naturally, Dany is very overwhelmed right now. But we have a lot of discontent. We have a lot of people looking for loopholes. We have people wanting to go back to their masters. We have Sons of the Harpies. So we have a lot going on. And naturally, this is going to happen when we come in and we create a new order, you know? So to me, I think Westeros law is a great idea, but because it hasn't been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, it's now a new structure in a very rocky society. And so because of that, we have to rule with grace and mercy in some areas. It's not going to be as simple as black and white, you broke the law, gotta kill you. So that's where it gets really fun, is Dany has these really difficult decisions that she has to make of, okay, do I kill him and come off as like a stern leader? Or do I do a public execution? I'm still following the law, but it's not as out in the open, you know? So, and I'm still leaning towards, I think it should have been a private execution. I think it should have been something, you know, you broke the law, that's that, but like, we don't have to do it in front of everybody. So to me, I think Dany has to be very careful because this new Westeros law is very new. And when we have people crying for mercy and calling her mother, and it's a very difficult decision right now, you kind of have to change the rules a little bit, or you have to show a little mercy, or you have to do a private execution. So there's different things we could do. And that brings me full circle back with, I wish we had Jorah, you know? So that's where I wanted to like really point that out of, I think Jon, it was like, you know, obviously black and white, this rule's been around forever, but Dany, it's not black and white. It's very complicated. It's a new social structure. It's a new law. So it makes it a lot more difficult. And that's why I kind of disagreed with the scenario. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Tell me your thoughts on it, because we're allowed to disagree on it. We can all have different opinions on that one. So I just think it's really fun to talk about. And then we also had Ramsay. I have 2 more things, y'all. I'm sorry. I know this is a long intro. We have Ramsay, who I'm kind of figuring out, somebody had told me this last episode, but I'm figuring out that Ramsay is not out in the open psychopath. And so that's very interesting to me because I thought he wouldn't really be able to hide the stuff that he does, but it's like looking like he is. And potentially even Roose does not know how bad Ramsay is. So that's actually really interesting to me because Littlefinger had made a comment about it last episode. And I was like, you really don't know how effed up this man is? And it's looking like he actually doesn't. And Ramsay is actually very good at hiding that side of him. So which makes me even more nervous because if somebody is that good at hiding that, Oh, I can't. I don't even want to talk about Ramsay. He makes my skin crawl. So I just, that's very interesting to me that Ramsay is not, well known for being an effing psycho. He's hiding it. And so when Littlefinger, it makes me also question if Littlefinger knew how bad Ramsay was, do we think he would still be selling Sansa to Ramsay? Like, it makes me question, because a part of me feels like he wouldn't. If he knew how bad Ramsay was, a part of me feels like Littlefinger might not do this. But then another part of me is like, it's fucking Littlefinger. Like, of course he's gonna do it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I want your guys' thoughts on that too, because that's interesting to me. And then last thing, we have Jorah in Volantis, which we kind of got to see a little more of Volantis, which is cool because we know that's where Melisandre is from. We got to see the different tattoos and their meanings. That was really cool. But then we also had Jorah chilling in this little bar, and y'all, was Jorah in that bar because there's girls dressed like Dany? Be so for real right now. Is that genuinely why he was in that little bar? Please tell me that is not true, because that gives me the biggest ick. But anyways, Jorah captured Tyrion. I almost said Littlefinger. Jorah captured Tyrion, and he's gonna go take her to Dany, which is hilarious to me because we're going to Dany anyways. So we're like fast tracking to Dany, but Varys is gonna have to figure out how to get there on his own. Sorry, buddy. So I'm very interested to see what happens with that. I'm happy to see Jorah again, but I would like to know what he's been doing, and I really hope it's not because of those girls that are dressed like Dany. But yeah, y'all, long intro. I'm sorry. We had a lot to talk about, but like and subscribe if you're feeling up to it, and let's watch our show.
Did you have to bet?
Shoot. Lyanna. What do you mean, Lyanna? I can't stop thinking about that now. Literally the only person tied to Lyanna is Cersei, no? Because Rob's gone, Ned's gone. I mean, Stark children, but... Guys, I'm so excited to read the books. We're so close to being able to read the books. I'm so excited. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. We're going to Dorne today? Oh, yeah, because Jaime and Bronn, their little side quest. I'm excited. Imagine that's Gendry. It's not Gendry. Oh. Jeez, Jorah. Aw, poor guy. He's just trying to do his work. At least he gave him some money. Is that enough to buy a new boat, though? Because I'm assuming we're stealing his boat. Poor Tyrion. See, this is why Varys didn't want to get out of the carriage thing. Should have listened to Varys. Luckily it's Jorah, though. Ooh. The Jaime? Hey, Jaime.
Is that Estamont? Ah, Sir Jaime.
Brienne!
The Sapphire Isle.
Aww.
Why are we on a merchant ship?
Oh, because we're sneaking in.
This ship's sailing to Old Town. We'll get off earlier.
Old Town.
Dawn is shore in the night.
You ever been to Dawn?
No?
I have.
Bronn's been to a lot of
All I
adventures.
do is fight and fuck and fight.
You should.
There's nothing like a good fight to get you in the mood for fucking. Nothing like a fuck-mad Dornish girl to clear your head for the next fight. It's how the two work together. Now, we're going to be doing a lot of fighting, I'm sure.
It's gonna be perfect for you, Bronn.
But I don't imagine we'll get to stick around for the rest.
Aww.
Kidnap their princess.
Why not kidnapping their princess? My niece, bringing her back to her family.
This is an act of war, isn't it? Careful, Bronn.
That's why you're here.
I know. Why are you here? Why not send
Because of war.
folks you've actually got one?
I think if we went into war with the Dornish, we are losing.
That still doesn't explain what you're doing here.
has to be me.
Poor Jamie.
A one-handed man who happens to be one of the most recognizable faces.
Yeah, this is for Cersei.
Free, didn't you? I bet your sister didn't like that.
Yep, this is how he wins favor back, huh?
Iris, set him free.
Damn, poor Jamie.
Yeah, we fucker. Give him my regards.
He murdered my... If I ever see him, I'll split him in two.
You don't mean that.
Give him your regards.
Damn. Jamie's definitely conflicted on it.
Bank has called in 1/10 of the Crown's debt. And so rebuilding the royal
How much
fleet,
can the Crown afford?
half what they ask? Less?
Oh, shit.
Crown would pay us back in time, or I'd have words with my daughter.
You've already given us too much.
She doesn't want to be in debt to the Tyrells.
Me?
We must send an envoy to the Iron Bank, someone of importance. Master of Coin, I can think of no one more qualified.
Why is she shipping him off?
He's ordered Cimmerian to personally lead your escort.
King's Guard. Please express
Safe
my...
travels, Lord Tyrell.
Are we gonna kill him?
The Titan of Braavos.
Uh-oh. We're gonna kill him, aren't we?
The small council grows smaller and smaller.
So we have Pycelle, Qyburn, and Cersei on the council now. And I think we might be killing him. Maybe. What would happen if we killed him? Secretly.
Our temples to the seven and should be kept pure. Truth is, I don't like the taste. How may I serve?
All over Westeros, we hear of septs being burned.
What are you plotting, Cersei?
Wars teach people to obey the sword, not the gods.
In the days before the Targaryens, the Faith Militant dispensed the justice.
Okay.
Faith Militant was disarmed more than 2 centuries ago.
Faith Militant.
No doubt he will sign a decree arming the believers you felt worth
Cleanse the
Ooh.
bodies and souls of the common people.
as the chosen representative of the Seven,
An honor I never expected,
We're giving them an army?
ever wished for.
which is why you were chosen. You and I both know how the world works.
Cersei, what the hell are we doing?
King himself cannot always punish those who deserve it most.
Sinners are equal before the gods.
What would you say if I told you of a great sinner in our very...
May the Father judge him justly.
Marjorie? He said him. What the hell? We can't drink in King's Landing now? F this! What the hell are we doing?
Help me! Help me!
Oh, so they're like purging the streets. We can't have brothels now? What the hell?
This is Lord Peter Baelish's establishment.
Ooh. Yeah, Littlefinger's not here right now. No, this is crazy. It's one thing when it's the High Septon. It's a whole other thing when it's the common people.
Boy, fucker. You buggering.
Oh yeah, we gotta get out of here. No, what the hell? This is insane.
Get your hands off
Sir
me.
Loras, you have broken the laws of God's... You think you are? Justice.
Oh shit, that was Cersei's play, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't order it.
We both know who did.
Oh, that's what Cersei's doing.
Casterly Rock. Are you saying my mother's behind this?
Yep.
Not hers anymore. Arresting my brother is her revenge.
This is all news to Tommen.
Oh, my sweet, sweet king.
Yeah, careful, Marjorie.
Do you have any affection for me at all?
You gotta play your cards right here.
Put away in some grimy cell.
I'll set him free for you. Do you promise?
W. Tommen. Boy, Loris.
Command that Sir Loris be freed now.
Did I arrest him?
Ooh.
Give the High Sparrow an army.
I did. And your wife has every right to criticize.
Can I tell Marjorie you have Sir Loris released?
I told you I'm not holding the
Yeah, you'll have to, like, make a bigger claim of it.
High Sparrow. He'll release the poor boy.
I don't know, go send some guards or something. Oh, here he goes. Good job, Tommen. Poor Tommen. He's getting wrapped up in this messy game.
His Holiness is praying. He will not be disturbed.
This is the king.
And we'll clear out this rabble.
Do it.
You mean kill them
Yes, sweet love.
here at the Sept?
You'd be sending them to meet the gods that they love.
Is Tommen like a holy guy? Like he respects the gods?
You're an abomination!
Uh-oh.
Born of sin!
Ooh.
Find another way.
Shit. I mean, I think he should get out of the streets because they're yelling things at him. We don't want another Joffrey situation.
There was no way to free Sir Loris without violence.
Ooh, she's not gonna like that. I mean, you could just make a decree or
Lord
whatever.
of the Seven Kingdoms, the protector of the realm, and you let a band of fanatics.
Ooh,
I don't know.
You don't know?
He was praying just now.
we could go back later.
I have to send word to grandmother.
Will you come back later?
Ooh, she's pissed.
I need to be with my family, Your Grace.
Poor Tommen. He's just trying his best.
I should have given you a son.
Not your fault.
Whose then?
Oh,
Nothing but weakness
she's so mean to Shireen.
and deformity.
Those scars mean nothing to the Lord of Light.
Thank you.
Her father's the Lord's chosen king, and her father's blood runs.
I like that she at least defends Shireen. Ooh. Ooh.
You march on Winterfell soon.
We must.
Okay.
Once before, you put your faith in Sir Devos and left me.
What are you gonna do, girl? Cook him?
I need you.
You only need faith, my king,
Okay.
And you, my lady, what do you need?
to serve my lord.
Why does she keep looking at John?
Rashford, Lady Caulfield, Lord Smallwood.
Never even heard of these people.
They haven't heard of you either.
What are we doing?
Need men, and they have some.
Oh, we're trying to get more men for the
How
wall.
many men does this Lord Mason have to send us?
Hey, it's better than none. Who? Bolton?
Not him.
I know. I'm sorry, but we need men.
Who's it?
Bolton's the Warden of the
He
North.
murdered my brother.
We swore to be the watch.
You gotta do it, John.
We can't watch the wall with 50 men, and we can't get more men without help.
Oh, dude, that sucks. But Sam's right. We gotta. Just write like FU on the paper. Thanks, Sam. Girl, what do you want?
Apologies, my lady.
Lord Commander,
Yes.
Can I help you?
come with us when we ride south.
She has a thing for people in charge.
Hustle as well as you do. It's hidden tunnels. It's
Bro, we can't. We need to guard the wall.
Winterfell was your home once. Don't you want to chase the rats out of it?
Of course he does.
Castle Black is my home now. Night's Watch take no part in the wars of the Seven Kingdoms.
Let me show you what you're fighting for.
You're gonna show me some vision in the fire. Forgive me, my lady. I don't trust in visions.
Interesting.
Visions. No magic.
Just biddies. Knew it. He likes redheads. Girl.
Do you feel my heart beating? There's power in you. You resisted, and that's your mistake. The Lord of Light made us male and female, two parts of a great order. Power to make life, power to make light, power to cast shadow.
I can't.
Why?
I swore a vow.
I have a theory. Y'all are gonna think I'm off my effing rocker right now. No, I have a theory. Because she's saying that they can make a demon baby right now. She can only do that with King's blood. Am I off my rocker right now? I was thinking maybe Jon could be somehow tied with Jon could somehow be tied with Auntie who got killed, right? But that wouldn't make any sense because he's Ned's son. But how would he have King's blood? Unless Ned hooked up with, like, wait a minute, who's Jon's mom? No, because there's no female. Because Dany, no, not Dany. Guys, am I off my rocker right now? I could be completely wrong. Maybe she could make a demon baby with anybody. I thought it was just King's blood, though, because she hasn't offered a demon baby to anybody else other than Gendry and... Well, she didn't even offer a demon baby, but it could have been an option. Gendry and Stannis. Which means if she's offering a demon baby to Jon right now, that means Jon has King's blood. But how? Unless, did Robert have a sister? Maybe Ned hooked up with Robert's sister and didn't say anything because obviously that's messy. And we remember that convo in season 1 when Robert was like, what was your B-word's mother's name again? And he like got all weird. Does Jon have a little Baratheon in him? I think I'm onto something. This means something though, because she's only interested in King's blood.
But I still love her.
Rip Ygritte.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Get Ygritte's words out of your mouth. Oh, I don't like that. Hey, girly. She's so cute. We're gonna say hi to her?
Me?
Just bored.
My father used to tell me that boredom indicates a lack of... I know Castle Black is no place for a child.
I like it. Home. I know Mother didn't want to bring me. She told me I don't want to bring you.
Poor Shireen.
Are you ashamed of me, Father?
Poor baby. I feel so bad for her.
The Dornish trader landed on Dragon's...
Okay.
His goods were junk except for one wooden doll. He'd even sewn a dress on it in the colors of our house.
Oh.
He'd heard of your birth and assumed new fathers were easy targets.
What do you mean easy targets?
Smiled when I put that doll in your cradle.
Because he tried to sell you like junk?
By the time we burnt the doll, it was too late.
Oh.
I was told you would die.
Oh no.
The grayscale would go slow, let you grow just enough to know what...
She got it from a doll?
Everyone advised me to send you to the ruins of Valyria to live out your short life.
Ooh, the ruins of Valyria.
I told them all to go to hell. I called in every maester on this side of the world. Every apothecary. They stopped the disease and saved your life.
Cute.
Not long across the world with the Bloody Stone Man. You are the Princess Shireen of House Baratheon. And you are my daughter.
Aww. That's precious. What a gem. Hey, Sansa. Oh, maybe that's why she was in the intro thing. Sansa can finally, like, pay her respects to her dad and stuff. Who is that?
I thought I might find you here.
Bro, leave her alone.
Your Aunt Lyanna.
Ooh.
Father never talked about her.
Oh, I see, I see.
Say she was beautiful.
I saw her once. He was a boy living with your mother's.
Hmm.
Lord Went held a great tourney at Harrenhal.
Okay.
Everyone was there. The Mad King, your father, Robert Baratheon, and Lyanna. He was already promised to Robert. And you can imagine what it was like for me, a boy from nowhere.
Loser.
Watching these legendary men tilting at the lists.
Sansa looks so pretty.
Barristan Selmy and Rhaegar Targaryen.
Ooh, that would have been cool to see.
Everyone cheered for their prince.
Rhaegar won.
Remember the girls laughing when he took off his helmet and they saw that silver hair? Until he rode right past his wife.
Elia?
And all the smiles died. He rode past his wife and he lay a crown of winter roses in Lyanna's lap. It was frost.
Yikes, he like publicly humiliated Elia.
Die because Rhaegar chose your aunt.
Rhaegar chose your aunt.
And then he kidnapped her and raped her.
What was that look? He gave her like a look.
Where are you going?
King's Landing.
King's Landing.
Cersei sent for me. We mustn't let her sniff out any trouble.
Okay, so we dropped her off with the Boltons and now we're leaving.
I know how hard it is to live with people you despise, believe me. Stannis Baratheon garrisons at Castle Black.
I knew he was gonna move this way.
He'll march south to King's Landing before the winter snows block his way.
Actually, no.
He has to take Winterfell.
Yes.
Once he liberates these lands from the Boltons, he'll rally your father's bannermen to his cause, both behind him. Stannis can finally take the Iron Throne.
Ooh, so it's looking good for Stannis.
He has a larger army. He's the finest military commander in Westeros.
Woo, go Stannis.
Man would put his money on Stannis.
So that's where you put your money.
What happens, I am a betting man.
But you're going to Cersei.
Stannis takes Winterfell. He rescues you from the most despised family in the north. Grateful for your late father's courageous support of his claim, he names you Wardeness of...
Wardeness of the North.
You are the last surviving Stark. He needs you.
Would that actually work?
Wrong. What if Stannis never attacks Winterfell, or he does in the Bolton?
This is all speculation from Littlefinger?
Boy, Ramsay, and make him yours.
Don't know how to do that.
Of course you... He's already fallen for you.
Oh,
He's a dangerous man, but even the most dangerous men can be outmaneuvered.
Damn.
Maneuver from the very best.
You've learned to maneuver from the very best.
Return before too long. You'll be strong without me.
Please don't. Stop. I don't like that. Stop kissing her.
What will be yours? You believe me?
I expect I'll be a married woman by the time you return.
Ooh. No more kisses for you, buddy. Ooh, that conflicts me because I'm like, do you actually think this is how this is gonna go, Littlefinger? Because if so, I like it. Because I do actually see Stannis potentially giving Sansa a Wardeness of the North. Because he was willing to legitimize Jon. That was actually pretty fascinating that Littlefinger is able to speculate that much, because that's what it looks like is happening. But if it falls through, then she goes with Bolton and Ramsay. Are we in Dorne? Is They said we're gonna like pull up on the Dornish shore. Bronn, what the hell?
Breakfast. Would have been a shit way to die.
As far as I've seen, they're all shit ways to die.
Thanks, Bronn.
But your lot had to give the singers a good ending.
I don't care what the song about.
Hey.
No? 2 nights off to rescue a prince. Sounds like a good song to me.
Sounds like all the rest.
W side quest.
What about you?
We're eating snakes.
What way would you choose?
In my own keep, drinking my own wine.
Bronn just wants a simple life.
Disappointing. I thought you'd have something more exciting, Peter.
I've had an exciting life. I want my death to be boring.
That's fair.
How do you want to go?
In the arms of the woman I love.
She want the same thing?
Probably not.
Let's go.
Jamie's down bad. Okay, good luck, guys.
Captain of that ship. What was it? Bravosi?
Pentoshi.
And he's headed to Old Town. As I said. Why?
Yeah, why?
I'm docking down the coast, and telling the locals that Jaime Lannister's in Dorne.
Ooh.
I'm not sure you understand how much people. And I bet he swore all kinds of oaths to get it. But you.
Yeah, Bronn might have a point. We might need to be more careful. Uh-oh.
How many you count?
4.
Oh, did we get snitched on?
You can take
1, if you're slow.
Damn. You got this, Bronn. Oh, shit.
Fucked in the ass.
Morning, lads.
I mean, do they even know what Jaime looks like?
Who are you?
Cooper. This is Darnell.
You're from King. Why are you here?
Our ship capsized in the night.
Okay.
To swim ashore.
Thought the sharks would get us. There are no sharks in Dorne.
I could have sworn those were shark fins.
Dolphins, maybe. Point us in the right direction. We'll find our way home.
Uh-oh.
Course in the sun. Now!
Okay, please. That guy's no nonsense. That was sick. 2 more? Guys, the horses.
One should be slow enough.
You got it, Jaime. Damn, this must be so frustrating for Jaime. Oh my gosh. Jaime's struggling. Ooh. W new hand. That's fun.
Nice move.
That was a good move.
Luck.
You had a wonderful teacher.
Nice, we can use that in the future though. That's good to know. Yay.
Always wanted a Dornish stallion.
Ooh.
Beasts can run a day and night without tiring.
Dornish stallion.
Corpses raise questions, questions raise armies.
Ooh.
Do you know
that's a good point.
is to dig all those holes?
I can't dig very well with one. But it's all real.
Poor Bronn. Aww. Jaime, go help Bronn. Oh, that's sick. Who's this?
Mama.
Ooh. This is her daughter?
Prince Doran will weep for your father, but nothing else.
I mean...
In ourselves.
Without Doran, we have no army to march against the
Ooh,
We
interesting.
need an army to start a war. Loves her children, and we have one of them. You may have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
A ship's captain who found me in Plankytown claimed information to sell. He told me he smuggled Jaime Lannister into Dorne.
Uh-oh.
He's come for Marcella.
Rightfully so. You're planning to hurt her.
But before we do, we lose our only chance for revenge.
Bro, that's crazy.
Choose Doran's way and peace, or my way and war.
Damn, so they really want a war to
I'm
happen.
with you. Always.
Nim?
Okay.
When I was a child, Oberyn came to take me to court. I'd never seen this man, and yet he called himself my father. Webb said I was too young and a girl.
Interesting.
My father pointed to the spear. I made my choice long ago.
Ooh, they're baddies. Okay, so they want to start a war. That's their whole goal. Hey, Tyrion. Great job, Tyrion.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Who are you?
Your captor.
Jorah!
Do you have wine?
No.
I guess that's true. I guess Tyrion doesn't know Jorah.
Wait, you're going the wrong way. My sister's in Westeros.
He said he was going to take you to Dany.
Or taking it to your sister.
Said you were taking me to the Queen.
Yeah. Oh, he thought Jorah meant Cersei? Oh, that would make sense because we have the little, like, I don't know, what's that called?
I was heading there myself.
What business would you have with
The thing on Tyrion's
Glory.
head?
Oh, and hate. If you'd ever met my sister, you'd understand.
I forgot about that. Bounty, that's what it's called.
Same side? Highborn knight from the north of Westeros. Down on his dragon epaulets, bare sigil breast. You're Jorah Mormont.
How exactly were you serving your queen in a whore?
That's what I want to know.
Is it possible that you were running?
Or got banished?
Why would you be running? And why would she have sent you away? Wait,
You were spying on her, weren't you?
Tyrion.
I was drunk through most of the small council. It's all coming back.
I guess that's true. He would hear about that.
Little birds. She found out, didn't she?
Tyrion's so crafty.
And exiled you. Now you hope to win back her favor.
Yup.
Risky scheme.
Might work.
One might even say desperate.
Poor Jorah.
You think Daenerys will execute me and pardon you?
Ooh. Damn. Anyways, damn, Tyrion's crafty. He can like get one thing and put it all together.
What?
I was thinking about all the times your brother made me go with him down from the Red.
Why?
We like to walk among the people. We like to sing to them.
He sang to them.
Rhaegar would pick a spot on the Hook or the Street of Sea.
Interesting.
I made sure no one killed him. And I collected the money. Very good. Viserys never told you.
He told me Rhaegar was good at killing people.
Oh, she like knows nothing about her family.
He loved singing.
And what did you do with the money?
Time he gave it to an orphanage in Flea Bottom. One time, we got horribly drunk.
Your Grace
Dario?
is here, waiting in the audience chamber.
His Dar.
How many others are there?
50, 100.
I feel like we haven't seen Dario in a minute.
Yes, Sebastian.
I think I can protect you from his Dar.
Protect me from his Dar's a Lorak. Go, Sebastian. Sing a song for me.
Your Grace.
Where's he going?
All men must die, but not all can die in glory.
Poor Dany. She just has to like hear about the stories of her family, not be with her
7
family.
kingdoms, so their names would live on.
Oh, the fighting pits again.
Is that what you used to tell men before you set them to butchering each?
It's the traditional start of the fighting season.
I do not recognize this tradition.
Are the only thing that will hold this city, your city, together.
I'm not gonna lie, traditions are important.
Without them, former slaves and former masters have nothing.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Nothing but... I can't promise this is the answer to all our problems.
Uh-oh, those are the Sons of the Harpy, right? I'm kind of with his door on that. Like, I know it's kind of barbaric, but traditions are important. Maybe we could do no killing. We're just killing random people? Why? Yeah, guys, we need help. Also, wasn't that curly-haired girl, wasn't she the one in the brothel earlier?
Yes.
That one? Like, she works with them. sure that's the same girl. Or maybe like the brothel girls are in on it or something. We've got it. This is the Unsullied. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, they're killing some. Oh, I didn't think Grey Worm was in this group. Oh, Grey Worm's got it. Oh my god. Oh no, there's a lot of them. Sir Barristan, we need your help, King. I think it's interesting that they're attacking the day the fighting pits were supposed to open. Oh no. That's not fatal, right? Ooh, I think we're supposed to leave that. You got it. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, there's so many of them. Is it just Grey Worm? Sir Barristan! Hey, King! Please help Grey Worm. He's got it. Damn, let's go. Ooh. No way. Dude, he took all of them out as like the last one. What the F? Oh, that episode went by so fast. Did Sir Barristan just die? Or no? There was too much going on. It was like kind of hard to see. I can't tell if he got like injured. I think him and Grey Worm got injured. But I don't think he died. I know part of me is like, okay, he's like the best fighter in the realm, but also he's older now, you know? So I don't think he's like... I mean, he's still like the best fighter in the realm though. So to me, I'm like, surely he'd be okay, right? But there was a lot of them. So it's like, I don't know. Did Sir Barristan just die? I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't think Grey Worm died either. I mean, dude, if they both died, I'm gonna be so sad. Like, if they both just, like, died right there, I can't tell, though. Like, I feel like sometimes in the show they die and sometimes they don't. So I actually have no idea. But I feel like if they were dying, we would have gotten, like, a bigger scene with it, maybe. But we did have a cute little bonding moment with Sir Barristan. So maybe he is actually dying or dead. What the hell? I think it's really interesting that they chose today to, like, I don't know, start a problem. Because we know they've already been starting problems. But today, that's like all of them. And I didn't realize there was this many. Like, I thought maybe it was like, you know, like a small group, like, causing problems. But no, there's a bunch of them. And they're just, like, taking over the Unsullied. And it also looks like they have fighting training. Because they're able to keep up with the Unsullied. And Sir Barristan. Which means, like, they've got to be pretty good fighters. So I feel like the Sons of the Harpy group is like a lot bigger than we were thinking it was. And I mean, the size of the group alone is already a lot bigger than I thought it was, but now knowing that they can fight and they can keep up with the Unsullied and kill the Unsullied and stuff like that, like, that's bad. That's really bad. What the hell? Also, I think it's crazy that they chose today, like the day that Hasdar, whatever his name is, came to talk to Dany and was like, hey, today's fighting pit day, like, traditions are important. And while they're talking, the Sons of the Harpy are like killing all her Unsullied, basically, and potentially Sir Barristan. Y'all, if Sir Barristan is dead, I'm gonna be so sad. There's too much going on. I can't tell if he died or not. Like, should I go back through and watch that? I don't know. Because it also looks like Grey Worm got a pretty good stab wound too, but he like kept fighting and then passed out, I'm assuming. I don't think he's dead. I don't know. Oh my gosh. You know what I found very interesting about this episode though was there was a lot of talks about Rhaegar this episode, which I think is really interesting because we haven't talked about Rhaegar since like Robert and Ned. So I thought that was really fascinating. And at the beginning I had seen like a first like 5-second clip of Lyanna Stark. I think it's Lyanna Stark, and there's I think a Lyanna Mormont too, so I think that's why I got confused earlier. But I think it's Lyanna Stark. There was like an intro version of her, and I was like, what do you mean? And then we're down in the crypts with Sansa and Littlefinger, and we were talking about Rhaegar and Lyanna Stark, and then we go over to Dany, and we're talking about Rhaegar again. And I just think that's really interesting. Like, I feel like we haven't talked about him in a long time, and then this episode, it was like Rhaegar everywhere. It was very interesting. Which is kind of fun because I do want to learn more about Rhaegar. Like, I feel like we don't know much about him, and then now we're like talking about him again, so that's really fun. We also have, oh my gosh, so much going on, y'all. I don't think we saw any Arya today, but we did, you know, that conversation with Littlefinger and Sansa. He made a weird face about Lyanna when Sansa had said like he abducted her and raped her, and he was like he made a weird face. And then we jump straight over to Dany. Guys, this episode is like a theories episode. This one has me thinking. Then we jump over to Dany and Sir Barristan. And Sir Barristan is telling all of these stories about how Rhaegar is like such a good guy. Like, just like, you know, hanging out with the people and singing to the people and giving his money to other minstrels. And like, he's like talking about like, he's like really hyping up Rhaegar, which of course it's Sir Barristan. He's going to hype up Rhaegar because he's always been on the Targaryen side. But I'm like, a part of me is like, this is very interesting. The like direct foils we're getting between Rhaegar this episode. Like, I think the show is potentially, or maybe I'm reading way too much into this, but I feel like the show is potentially maybe telling me that Rhaegar was a good man, and that's gonna lead to something. Because then we have freaking Littlefinger with his face of like, you know, like he didn't say anything, but he made a little face, which makes me question, did he abduct her? I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking too much into this one, y'all. I don't know. Dude, this episode has me thinking, y'all. And then we have the Red Woman and Jon, and that has me in my head because now I'm like, did Ned hook up with a Baratheon sister? Because I can't remember if there was a sister in the Baratheon group. I don't think a sister was ever mentioned, but that doesn't mean there isn't a sister. But she's after Jon, and she's, maybe I'm reading that scenario wrong too. I could be reading that scenario wrong, because to me it seemed like she was trying to make a demon baby with Jon. That's what it seemed like. And she was making little comments of like, you know, power and blah 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 while she's like sitting nude on his lap. And that was giving like, it was giving like Gendry, you know, when she was talking to Gendry, when she's talking to Stannis. It's the vibe, that's what it was giving. She's like, you have power inside you that you just need to take, and then like we can create something or something along those lines. Like, it was giving demon baby. And I'm like, you can only make a demon baby with king's blood, no? And so that makes me think, who the hell was Jon's mom then if Red Woman girly is so after Jon? Because that would mean that Jon has king's blood somehow if she can make a demon baby with him. Y'all, this is so confusing. I feel like, okay, here's the hard thing. Is like, sometimes I feel like I overthink things, and then I'm like, okay, I'm overthinking this isn't a thing, and then I just sound effing crazy because I'm like going off on a tangent that's like never gonna happen. And then sometimes I'm like, wait, I feel like this does mean something. Like, I feel like when Game of Thrones gives you a topic of a person like over and over and over again in an episode, they're trying to tell you something, right? And I feel like Rhaegar was the topic this episode. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like Game of Thrones is trying to tell me something, but then I also feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm like going too deep into this, you know? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. If I sound crazy, I'm sorry. I'm just coming up with a bunch of theories now. But this was a good episode. This was really fun. I really hope Sir Barristan isn't dead, and I really hope Grey Worm isn't dead, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm hoping they're okay. Just injured. Danny will find them. We can help. I don't know. But yeah. So really good episode. I'm excited for the next one. But I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.